So I just found the old healthcare proxy, the one where Auntie had finally deigned to make me the alternate, you know, now that we'd joined forces and we're going to be a team for the sake of my mom's mental health and whatnot, etc., okay? I got my answer regarding the other healthcare proxy. Remember I was saying, why did she write me a text, you know, you know, I sent you a health, I don't want to do it anymore, just sign your name to the healthcare proxy, just sign it for your mom. Does that not show you in and of itself the disdain my aunt has for my mom's rights in this life, in this existence? I just found the old healthcare proxy. I got my answer as to why Auntie thought I could just sign my mom's name to the one she'd sent me, which, by the way, I don't think had her listed as the alternate. She didn't even want to be the alternate. She wanted nothing to do with anything anymore, okay? When there was nothing in it for her, including to look like the hero and make her sister well again, all this bullshit. I found the healthcare proxy. There are no witness signatures. Is a healthcare proxy that doesn't have two witnesses even legal? But that just shows you what disdain my aunt has, how arrogant she is, what disdain she has for my mom's rights or whatnot. That she has healthcare proxies and they don't have witnesses. So you tell me, is a healthcare proxy that is not signed by two witnesses that's right there on the healthcare proxy, is that healthcare proxy even legal? So see, I got my answer. But I know it anyway. I know how Auntie views my mom, okay? She's so full of shit, you know? It's on here, witness statement. We, the undersigned, each witness is signing this healthcare proxy by the principal at the direction and state that the principal appears to be at least 18 years of age or someone and under no constraint or undue influence. Neither of us is named as... Is it even valid when you don't have signatures? But the fact that Auntie doesn't give a shit. This one didn't have witness signatures, and neither did, and that's why Auntie was able to say, oh, just sign your name. Just sign her name, that's all. I sent you a copy, and as you know, I didn't do that. Not that it matters anymore, but I did it by the book. I did it in front of two witnesses at the hospital who the two witnesses signed it. But that's what a valid healthcare proxy is. That way they know you're not just forging someone's name or something like Auntie told me to do when she didn't want to be bothered anymore being the healthcare proxy or anything. And I need to get my ass to that bank because I cannot possibly be forced to keep my name on a joint account where I'm not allowed to know anything about the account. You know what I mean? I told you I was blocked online. She blocked me online. Wants to stop me from walking in there and I don't know what she did. Just because she's given, you know, temporary guardianship conservatorship doesn't mean she can force me to keep my name on the joint account. I mean, that's bullshit. So I have to find out what's going on with that. Because I thought I could get around it by calling the phone. Or that phone. And I was blocked on that too. I mean, blocked on the automated thing. So I don't know what she said or what she did. But I can't imagine a judge signed a decree saying that I have to keep my fucking name on the joint account. That's bullshit. That is fucking bullshit. And I'm going to get a free attorney and find out what the hell, you know? Because what's to stop me from waltzing in there and just closing the account myself and making out all the money to my mom's name? Okay? What's to stop me from walking in there and finding out? You know, I told you I tried to find out online, and they wanted a recent transaction. I gave them when I had deposited $1,000 in there, but that wasn't good enough, apparently. And then they're asking me all public record questions, how I could get those wrong, I don't know. And then, sorry, we can't tell you anything, you have to go into the branch. So I'm going to waltz into that branch, and I'm going to say, you know what? I don't know what my aunt told you about me, but remember in this life, there are always two sides to every story, and more often than not, there are more than two sides. And then I'm going to say, you know, find out what's going on and say, what's to stop me from closing this account? Seriously. And if she put the $17,000 in there, you know, what is that, to taunt me? I'll be like, you know what? I gave back every penny, all the money that I took from the joint accounts. I didn't spend any of it. I gave it back, okay? I gave back $15,000, but I also, shortly after taking the money from those two accounts and leaving enough for bills, I deposited another $1,000 in there, okay? So I basically gave back $16,000. And I already told you, I'm not about the money I spent. We spent, that I spent. My mom and I was supposed to go on a fucking cruise together. Would that have been construed as me taking advantage of my elderly, mentally ill mom? We were supposed to go on a fucking cruise. She has money. People who have money spend money, okay? There are people that fucking waste money gambling to the tunes of thousands upon thousands of dollars. My mom was deemed competent. She chose, she wasn't under duress. It was with Auntie's blessing. We became the joint account holders, okay? I wasn't her conservator. I wasn't anything. And joint account holders are equal in the eyes of the law. So I'm going to march into that fucking bank and be like, what's going on here? She cannot force me to keep my name on this fucking account, okay? I can't imagine that she can. She should have just closed it immediately. I don't know why she didn't. Especially if she knows that I took the money from the other account and took money from that account. But still paid, all the bills were paid up, and I left enough in there to pay the bills. And I didn't spend any of it, and I wound up giving it back. So, but I legally took it. So why didn't she just close it out? She blocks me from knowing anything about it. Somehow, I don't know how she blocked me. I don't get that one. If I'm fucking a joint account holder, how she can block me, I don't know. But then she keeps my name on the fucking account. So she's just playing games. She's playing fucking games. I didn't do anything illegal. Even taking that money, I took it legally. And the money that, you know, my mom cannot decide that now she's mentally ill and now she's going to say, oh, I took all her money or whatnot. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? Only in the eyes of very ignorant people. It doesn't work that way. She is not well. I can't believe Auntie says she's not doing well on Friday and then suddenly she's coming home. Surprise, surprise. You know? But yeah, such disdain for my mom's rights that she doesn't even think it's that's arrogance, necessary to get witnesses to sign the healthcare proxies. Now I know why she wrote to me a text, oh, I sent you a copy of the healthcare proxy, just sign your mom's name to it. And I'm thinking to myself, it needs witnesses, but no, I just found Auntie's one where she put me as the alternate for the first time ever in my life. And, you know, she did that because we were a team now, and for your mom's, blah, blah, whatever, okay? But she has no witnesses signed to the healthcare proxy. Is that healthcare proxy even valid? But such disdain, she doesn't even think she needs witnesses to sign the healthcare proxy, you know? It's just like when her husband drew up the power of attorney and her two sons signed as witnesses. Apparently not illegal, but according to free attorneys I talked to, not kosher. Not exactly ethical, even if it's not illegal technically. It's not ethical. Especially since my mom didn't, and no one explained to her what she was signing. Just like Auntie doesn't care about my mom, what my mom's Auntie didn't care when she's my mom's healthcare proxy, what my mom might want at the end of it. No, she just has her sign it. She has her just sign it and whatever. Even when she's out of her mind, she signs it, and it's all bullshit. I didn't do that. And I was talking to the nurses and saying, you know, because I was reading the whole thing about you want to find out what what the person would want at the end of their life and whatnot and different things. And I said, yeah, you know, my mom doesn't really want to talk about that kind of stuff. You know, because the nurse was like, you know, you want to sit down with your mom and her primary care physician and talk about it if you can get your mom to do it. But remember, my mom was discharged too soon from that fucking hospital, and she was not even remotely in her right frame of mind, you know, and she was belligerent and angry towards me for no reason from day one. From day one. From day one. To her, she's perfectly fine. There's no reason why I had to stay with her that time at the mall. Why don't you just go home and I'll stay here? I can get home fine. So if I'm delicate balancing act, if I don't really think she can get home fine and don't want her having to take the bus when I've seen her almost fall, getting up, you know what I mean? It was just awful, you know? It was awful. I did the very best I could. I left a friggin' message for my lawyer. I'm like, you know what, as I sit here, just in total disbelief, just struggling to get through each day, I know there was nothing I could have done differently. I cried in front of you, I cried in front of my mom's primary care physician. You know what, I was doing everything in my power to try to help my mom based on what people around me were saying. People around me, including Auntie, who... And then I'm being sarcastic with the lawyer and the message. I'm like, tell me something. How is it that my aunt can say in no uncertain terms, your mom belongs in a nursing home? Basically, I wash my hands of it, you take care of it. That was right the day before my mom was discharged too soon from that hospital, okay? And then 2 months later, it's Auntie, you know, my aunt trusts my mom to cook, to live in Auntie's downstairs apartment that she's going to rent out to my mom instead of to a stranger. Again, it only so happened that Auntie didn't have tenants at the time. She normally does, you understand? Okay? So how do we go from she belongs in a nursing home to I trust her to cook in my downstairs apartment? I trust, you know what I mean? It's bullshit. It's such bullshit, and I know the lawyer sees what bullshit it is. I know he does. He knows that Auntie was just out of the picture. I'm the one who was killing myself based on what people around me were saying, okay? Including Auntie's little she belongs in a nursing home, which to sum it up means I wash my hands of it, Laura, she belongs in a nursing home, you take care of it, you're the healthcare proxy. You know what I mean? And she gets to fucking swoop in, and it's all bullshit. Yeah, I know the lawyer understands. I go, I know you're smart. How did we go from she belongs in a nursing home to I trust her to cook in my downstairs apartment I'm going to rent out to her? Oh, unfucking believable. Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable, people. No, I didn't leave my lawyer my new number or anything. There's nothing that he can do. Like I said to him, you know, I'm like, I found out, which I knew anyway, my common sense told me it's temporary guardianship, conservatorship, but I'm not going to fight it. If I have enough dirt on Auntie, if I fought it, I can guarantee you I'd be able to take it away. If I got a free attorney, I have enough dirt on Auntie and all those texts and whatnot that say, you know, and everything and what happened 2 years ago, but then all that would happen is I'd be doing it out of spite and my mom would wind up a ward of the state, so I'm not going to do that. But I know that I could. And I'm almost positive, I'm like certain, with all the dirt I have on Auntie and what happened 2 years ago and proof that, in that letter where my mom proves that my mom viciously turned against her sister, and now she's turned against me, but she had her sister jumping in, and oh yeah, I could get it, I could easily. Not that I would be given it, but it would be stripped away from Auntie, and the state would take over. A judge would see conflict in the family, and I'd raise enough concerns about Auntie that, because she's not clean, you know, that's all, she's not clean. I have enough dirt on her that I could get it taken away from her easily. I know I could. Just the fact of She belongs in a nursing home. I don't want to be the healthcare proxy anymore. You're the healthcare proxy. Take care of it. And then the minute my mom turns on me irrationally, as Auntie knows, because she said it in text, your mom, you know, that she's, now you know how I felt when I had to hospitalize your mom. I became evil and the half-sister, you know, so Auntie knows. Auntie knows damn well. And this isn't even remotely a joke because she has poisoned my mother. You know what I mean? I don't have a mother anymore. So I damn well could get that stripped away from her and do it out of spite. But I won't. But I know that I could. Can't believe she doesn't even think it's necessary to get witnesses to the healthcare proxy my mom signs. That shows how arrogant Auntie is. Just total disdain for my mom's rights or whatnot, you know? Doesn't even have witness signatures. I don't even know if healthcare proxy is valid when it doesn't have witnesses. Seriously. Is it? You tell me, people. Because I just found it. I have it right here. And that answered my question, why Auntie, I was wondering, when Auntie sent me that text, I'm sending you a copy, like I can't get a healthcare proxy myself, but anyway, I'm sending you a healthcare proxy, that you just sign your mom's name. And I'm thinking, healthcare proxies need witnesses. But now I know why she wasn't concerned about that, because here's the one where it's me and her, where she made me the alternate and no fucking witnesses. She doesn't care. That should tell you guys something about Auntie. How fucking arrogant she is. Above and beyond arrogant. I'm going to that fucking bank. I'm going to find out what's up with that. How can I be blocked every which way to Sunday? You know? Can't call up on the phone. Can't call the automated thing. Yet my name's still on the fucking account. You can't force me to keep my name on a joint account. There's no fucking way you can force me to do that. It's ridiculous. All things considered, since Auntie knew I had taken the other money, unless she went to the one bank first and hadn't gone to the other bank, but whatever. She should have closed it. And if she deposited the $17,000 that I gave and she's keeping my name on it, then that's what? Is that just meant to taunt me? You know? Not that I would go and take the money, but as far as I know, I legally could if you keep my name on the friggin' joint account, you know? It just annoys me. So I'm going to find out what's going on. Do I care what they think or whatnot, you know? But I will say, I'll walk in, I don't even know what they, I don't know, man, says, who knows what she said? She could have said anything. Be like, I don't know what my aunt said to you, but remember, in this life, there are always two sides to every story, and often there are more than two sides. My side was I had no idea what was going on. My mom's locked up in a mental hospital. She couldn't change her mind about whatever, and she had never wanted me to just be in the situation that I am now. Fucking money back. Told you I had everybody around me telling me to take it. I was even saying to Selena, you know, like, I really value Joe's opinion of me in this life matters more than anybody else's opinion, and he says don't take the money, you know. This was prior to me knowing anything. It's not like I was going to take it easily, but I was going to spend it anyway. I wanted to see if my mom would let me have it. It's money she had told me I could have. Because remember, she said I could have half of what was in the bank plus $5,000 for almost cataract surgery. Remember, my mom's not poor. She has the freaking 401k, even though her illness causes her to pretend that it doesn't exist or to actually think it doesn't exist, you know? And it was always supposed to go to me, but we know that that ship had sailed, and as far as I was concerned, it had already long past sailed. Because I certainly wasn't hoping that, you know, I didn't want anything to happen to my mom, and I knew that she wasn't going to live like this long life outside of a home, especially when I have people who know her telling me, you know, telling me as much, including Auntie, you know. Yeah, I was set up, people. Set up big time. That's what I told my lawyer. Auntie, you know, she's out of the picture. She leads me to believe that she's out of the picture and wants me to handle everything. And then the minute the opportunity arises, pounces. That's what I said to him, you know, when the unthinkable happened, when my mom turned against me, something neither I nor Auntie ever thought would happen. Auntie was waiting. Of course, as fate would have her, she didn't have any tenants at the time. Like I said, it's only fucking sham. And like Joe and other non-ignorant people say, my friends and whatnot, yeah. You know, she didn't take your mom into her home. She rented out her downstairs apartment to her. You know? She normally rents out to strangers. And yes, I know I repeat myself. I don't care. Even when I repeat myself, I have new shit to say. And I told you in the other video, I was wondering why Auntie had said for me to forge my mom's name on the friggin' healthcare proxy, which I wouldn't do. But even if I was going to do it, you have to have witnesses. Well, now I know. I found the healthcare proxy with me as the alternate and Auntie as, you know, when that all got straightened out and it wasn't me and Uncle anymore, etc. All this back and forth shit is just so fucking draining. You know. Did I ever think it would end like this? No. Of course not. My mom was being bitchy and angry and whatever, even before, you know, she was, you know, asking about the money. Remember, the mom that loved me kept pushing me, wanted to buy me a bed, and I never buy me a bed. That would have been over $1,000. We were supposed to go on a cruise together. She talked about getting me a boob job, you know, all this crap. She can't suddenly do an about-face, well, she can with her illness, but you know what I mean, and do an about-face and worry about money that she wasn't worried about for the past year and a half at all. Wasn't worried about it at all. And I am not in any, I don't have to be worried about it. I don't regret for a second making both our lives better. It's not like I said, it's not like I put it up my nose or in my arm or something, or gambled or did whatever. Especially under these circumstances, I definitely don't regret it. And in the end, like the neighbor down the street said, yeah, it's just going to go to your aunt anyway, you know. He was kicking me for not, why didn't you take the money? Jesus. Should have just taken it. No. Give my aunt legitimate, you know, but she's not keeping my fucking name on that joint account. I don't know what kind of game she's playing. I'm gonna go in and I don't care. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this shit. Seriously. To get to the bottom of it. There's no fucking way any judge, you know, decreed that I have to keep my name on that joint account. How did she manage to have me blocked every which way to Sunday? I don't know. You keep my name on a joint account, but I'm not allowed to find out about it? How the hell did she manage that? I can't imagine that a judge would write that. The common sense thing for her to have done was to close the fucking account immediately. Doesn't matter if my mom's checks go into it. My mom's checks don't disappear for good. It's just a little inconvenient, you know? Just a little inconvenient getting them in the mail, that's all. Why you set up a new account. You had to do it before. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, what arrogance. Auntie's so fucking arrogant, doesn't even think she has to get witnesses to a healthcare proxy. Now that explains why and also she told me to forge my mom's name when she didn't want to be the healthcare proxy anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm going to send you a copy. Just sign your mom's name to it. And of course I buy the book and thinking, what about the witnesses you're supposed to have, you know? Well, now I just got my answer. I found that healthcare proxy. There are no witness signatures. Auntie's, I guess, following the instructions on the healthcare proxy to make it legal or whatnot is below Auntie when it comes to her fucking arrogant attitude. Apparently so. Like I said, I have so much dirt on Auntie, I could easily... Again, not that I would get it, because she has dirt on me as well, but I have enough dirt on her, she's not clean, and that I could strip easily, get a free attorney, and between me and the free attorney, everything that I have on Auntie, could easily get that guardianship, conservatorship stripped away from her and handed over to the government. Yes. I 100% believe that. You couldn't call that my arrogance, I don't care. I have enough on her that I believe I could easily stir up enough trouble that a judge would decide that no one is worthy and it would be handed over to the government like was supposed to happen 2 years ago and didn't. I need to find out what's going on with that fucking joint account. She cannot force me to keep my name on that thing. I don't want it on there. She can't force me. There's no fucking way. There's no way. There's just no way. And if I wind up telling you that she can force, I mean, how is that possible? How can she legally force me to keep my name on that fucking joint account? It's ridiculous. That's just insanity. There's only one way to find out. I'm going to have to waltz into that bank, just hold my head up high and say, fuck it. I didn't want to do that because Lord knows what Auntie said about me to them. So what? You know what? They don't know anything. And it's possible that if they knew the whole story and they were one of my friends, they'd be telling me I should have taken the money just like my friends would have done except for Joe. The neighbors down the street, both the husband and wife, that woman who's like a mother figure more than a friend, you know, and Karen and Selena all said I should have taken the fucking money. Again, I don't regret not taking it, just so you know. I'm merely pointing out all the people who told me I should have taken it. I find that fascinating in and of itself. But I know why they say it. They know the whole fucking story. And they know I'm trapped here at Auntie's mercy. And they know that my mom in her right frame of mind. Even if she was going to live alone, had always wanted me. She would always have given me a substantial amount to start a new life. And it was her right to do it. Again, I'm not taking food out of her mouth. She has plenty to live on every month, and she has a fucking 401k. I know what she told me I could have. She told me I could have half the total amount of money in the bank, including her money, my money, the whole 9 yards, because I just got my check, and $5,000 from the 401k for Omar's cataract surgery. But if she doesn't voluntarily give it to me, and she revokes the release, and all this crap happens, and blah, 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 whatever, then, like I said, it's blood money. It represents me losing my mom. It represents whatever, so fuck it. Fuck everything. Seriously. Fuck everything, Omar. Not the only one who knows what the mother who loved me wanted me to have the whole fucking world. She would have never wanted me to be like this and saving on my little $1,000 a month. Worried if something happens to Omar, and then, you know what I mean? This is my reward for being my mom's biggest advocate, endlessly advocating for her, even before I had any, sharing her poem with the world, telling people what she'd been through, etc., telling her story that she wanted me to do. My end reward, people. what? He might have an ear infection. This old Snatch stuff that we got from the vet expired. It's really good though. That stuff we got a couple of years ago. He always gets it in one ear. Remember that? boy. Good boy, Oma. Good boy. Good boy, Nish. You're a good boy. Now, Auntie probably doesn't think I could possibly say anything to a lawyer or whatnot and get that guardianship concern. She'd be stripped away from her and handed over to the government and my mom becoming a ward of the state. But again, that goes back to Auntie's arrogance. It doesn't matter because I'm not going to do it. But do I believe I could? Yep, I do. I do. I believe I have enough dirt on her. She is not even remotely clean. That's why I said her taking the moral high ground with me is a joke and a half. Joke and a half, Holmes. Joke and a half, Omar. Come out. Mama made a huge dent in cleaning her room. Before you know it, we'll be sleeping in there, Omar. And it'll be spotless. Spotless. Oops. Oh, that's no good. Put that one away. I went to go charge my MP3 player and the charger, remember this is from what I had to buy when I didn't have a computer when I was in the shelter and I had to charge, in the library, not on the computer. I used one of these USB things. I have more than one. Thank God, because that one was broken. Missing a prong. Alright, get another one. We got plenty of them. They're all dusty because I didn't have to use them. Get a computer to charge. Come on up. Come on. Mama made a huge dent in cleaning the room. While cleaning my room, I found two different things to show you guys. I found my wisdom teeth. Remember, my mom was only able, I don't know if you can see those, but probably not. My mom was only able to pay for me to have my wisdom teeth out. When I was in LA, she paid for me to have 2 out and then 2 more out because her friend, the one that I don't like, was doing the right thing and paying my mom back. And my mom paid to have my wisdom teeth out. Remember, Auntie had control of all my mom's money, so my mom couldn't. My mom gave me the money to get my wisdom teeth out. Which my dentist, because I was having such, they kept getting, you know, it could have caused serious stuff because it was too hard to keep them clean. And my dentist was really recommending that, so my mom, when her friends did the right thing and paid her back. Remember, eventually, like when I was living here, they stopped and they kept making excuses, and it was so annoying. Because my mom kept believing him. I'm like, Mom, you don't even need the money. You know, just forget it. Don't have them keep telling you they're going to pay you, and then they come up with an excuse not to. It was so annoying. I didn't want to. I'm like, just don't tell me then, Mom. It's so. No, this time she promised that she really, and then they didn't do it. They didn't do it. They didn't. I'm like, just be glad they did it all those months, and you know, you were able to get my wisdom teeth out, and you know. Cause my mom didn't need that extra money. Again, Auntie had control. My mom had enough. You know, my mom. I didn't give her anything that she needed for, you know what I mean? So my mom didn't need that money. She wanted to help me and get my wisdom teeth out. And I kept them. I didn't keep them both times, but I kept the wisdom teeth. Weird, huh? I don't know if you could see them. Anyway. This is one thing I found, is these wisdom teeth in this little thing. Don't know if you can see it or not. It may not be light enough. The other thing I found is this. It has my name. It has Monrovia Health Center in Monrovia, California. 3/30/12. And it's when I tested positive for TB with the skin, and it says no more skin tests. Because once you test positive with the skin test, you'll test positive the rest of your life. I told you what it means. It means that at one point in my life, whenever, I was exposed to TB, but my body fought it off. And it formed a little cocoon around it, and it's there forever, and I could get it at any point. So always now, if somebody wants to test me for TB, you just have to do the chest x-ray. They had apparently given me this, and I didn't have it, so when I went into the shelter around here, we had to get the records from that place. I didn't even know I'd gotten this. I'd forgotten all about it. Immunization record. Anyway, I told you, I will take my chances with the fucking TB that's dormant in my body, you know. Rather than going this 6 months worth of really, you know, they told me about it. I'm like, yeah, it ain't happening. To get rid of it so it's not in your body anymore is 6 months and has horrible side effects. I'll take my fucking chances, seriously. What did I tell you it's called? Latent TB? It's inside of me, but my body, I fought it off, you know. Whereas I obviously had a real strong immune system, my body fought it off, but it could become active at any moment. You know, you just hope it doesn't. And the only way to have it so it can't ever become active is you have to do 6 months worth of whatever. And whatever that is, you know, who's to say that even, from what I read online, you know, lots of people who have that never ever developed TB, you know. I'll take my chances. I'm not going on that 6 months of whatever it is that has horrible side effects. Isn't that funny? I found these two things just by chance. Mom has made a huge dent in cleaning her room. Pretty soon we won't be sleeping on the couch anymore. We'll be sleeping in my nice roomy bed. bed in the world, but at least it's you know, a lot more room than the fucking couch. Right? Almost like, why are we not in bed now? Yeah, I know. Oh, I made those friggin' brownies. And ate almost all of it myself. Have I ever done that in my life? No. But my cousin, when we were young, when we were kids or I don't know, when we were teenagers, we made brownie batter, and we just ate the batter. We split it up into 2 bowls and ate it. So, and yes, I did live dangerously. I licked the bowl with the raw egg and didn't care. I also OD'd on the brownies. I will not be doing ever again. Will not be doing ever again. But I didn't have any kind of Christmas. Whereas you guys, most of you, had a nice big meal and desserts and, you know, etc., etc. I didn't have anything like that. So I had those brownies. And they were delicious. And I added nuts. I didn't have any organic walnuts. I had my mom's regular walnuts. And I also added, I didn't add, but I ate them with my organic almonds. I did it. I'm not going to regret it. I didn't eat much regular food. I ate all those brownies. Not all of them. I ate the rest, you know, today. It's like 3 in the morning right now. And then get on with my life, you know. Like I said, I don't need to buy any food. I have plenty of food to live on. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. I can live on my protein shakes too. Plenty of food to live on. Live on my protein shakes. I'm going to start having dandelion tea. I've been reading my women's, you know, my magazines that I bought and read. I didn't buy every week, but I was periodically buying them, and now I can read them. I have nothing but time. It's like everything clean. That'll be my next thing, just reading, because I won't have anything else to do. Anyway, dandelion tea, 3 different magazines have talked about that dandelion tea, apparently, and I bought it a while back, months ago, organic dandelion root tea, and never drank a one, so now's the time to do that, since they're praising it to high heavens, you know, for weight loss, for detoxifying your body, and etc., so. Oh. Is that like wind or something? I don't know. Just hold these pants. Hold the pants. I wouldn't be able to upload the video because I've turned around. I'd be flashing my bare booty. We don't want that now, do we? Don't want that, do we? Huh? He's like, why aren't we in bed, Mama? I know. Constant anxiety in my moments. Anyway. I'm going to feed him early so I can sleep and not have him wake me up in 2 hours. Yeah, that is wind. You guys hear that? Huh. I was going to put library today, but maybe we'll postpone that. I don't know, I'm going to bed. As usual, I will end with this life something else, huh? Not that I usually end with that, I end with something similar, or I'm just thinking it all the time. Anyway, good night.